Hey everyone, welcome to May Favorites, my favorite video to film because it's just all happy and good. So let's jump in and start with beauty favorites, starting with what I have on for foundation. Rediscovered an old favorite, talked about this I think in depth back in January, February. It is the Laura Mercier Silk Cream Moisturizing Photo Edition Foundation. There's two versions of this now. Back in the old days, there was only one, but now there's one that's more moisturizing and one that's maybe a little more matte. I have dry skin, so obviously I went with the more moisturizing one. This is, I'd say, medium to really full coverage, more towards the full coverage side. So as we're getting into more warm months, I'll probably be easing off of this, but this is a great foundation, in this case for filming or special occasions. I'm not entirely sure what made me reach for this one of all the foundations that I have on my rotation, but grab this and I've been wearing it pretty much nonstop for the month of May, and it's just a really pretty foundation. It's also a really easy foundation because you don't really need concealer when you're wearing this, and it lasts all day long. It doesn't budge, and this is what I'm wearing right now. Also, I did a collaboration with Nordstrom and Trish McEvoy, and one of the great things, probably the best thing about doing collaborations, is that you learn a little bit more about a brand that maybe you're not familiar with at all, or it forces you to explore more deeply into the brand and learn more about products that you don't normally reach for. So there were three products that stood out to me more so than some of the other ones that I have been just using nonstop. One of them is something that a few of you have noticed as well, and it is the brow pencil that I have been using on my brows, which I think are looking a lot better than they usually look. I'm just always, to me, my brows are sort of just always a work in progress. And the full name of this is the Trish McEvoy Precision, I cannot say it precisely, the Precision Brow Shaper. I have it in, I think it's the natural shade. I'll list in the description box exactly what it is. It's just a basic pencil. I mean, there's nothing fancy about it. There's no lid on the top. On this side, it has a nice spoolie. And it's just one of those universal great shades that makes it really easy for me to fill in my brows. And it's not too blonde, it's not too brown, doesn't come off too warm toned, and I think it would work with a lot of brow shades. So I have been loving this. Something else I have been using, and the reason why I'm really glad I found this is if you are a longtime viewer, you know that I love using the MAC Prep and Prime highlighter in the shade Radiant Rose to use underneath my eyes as sort of a color corrector and brightener for underneath my eyes. But it seems like MAC is phasing that out. It's becoming really hard to find online. I'm getting a little nervous. I do have a backup, but I really don't want to keep using something that's not going to be readily available to everyone else. So when I found this from Trish McEvoy, I was very happy to find it because it seems to be doing as good, if not better, a job. And actually, I haven't even really been following up with, usually, if you're not familiar with my routine, I do my foundation, then I do the MAC Prep and Prime and Radiant Rose, put that on, and then I add concealer on top of that. Well, the process is sort of reversed. First I moisturize, SPF, all that good stuff. Then I do the Trish McEvoy Instant Eye Lift. That's the product that I'm talking about. That's the favorite. Put that on in a triangle underneath my eye. It's a salmon-y peach toned corrector. I wear it in the shade, I'm assuming it's shade 1. And then I put my foundation on top of that, and it brightens and color corrects. And I haven't been using under eye concealer for the most part, unless it's been a really bad night. After that, it's one product. And then the last Trish McEvoy product that actually I've been using almost as a foundation all over my face on the good skin days, it's the Correct and Even Full Face Perfector. So I guess I'm just realizing that's the actual name, that you could use this all over your face. It is you can use it as a spot treatment. It's a sponge tip concealer type thing. Obviously I have it in the shade 1. And you can use it on blemishes, but when I just want to do a really quick cover up and get out the door, I just kind of dot a little all over, buff it in really fast, do a little powder, and the coverage is really nice. It's not cakey, it's not sticky, it blends really prettily, it's not heavy on the face, and the powder glides right over it, and it sets all day, and it's more of a fresh face look, but the blemishes and the uneven skin tone go away. So I've been really enjoying these three from Trish. And then on the other end of the spectrum, the next video you're gonna see is a sponsored video with Walmart. So I've been playing with a bunch of products from Walmart, but one that I didn't want to wait for the video because I can't stop wearing it. It's this lipstick that I picked out from Maybelline, and it's in the shade Romantic Rose. I've just been looking for a rosy toned pink, not too cool tone, just everyday wearable soft rose lipstick. Ta-da! And here it is. I mean, it's just perfect. I guess it's a little cool tone technically, but I love it so much. You're gonna see it on Sunday paired with a gloss that I just can't get enough of, layered together. It's my perfect lip. Anyway, okay, so that is the lipstick standout for May. And then, I've talked about this one before, but now that I am showing off my legs and arms more, and showering more because there's been a lot more perspiring, so as we move into the warmer months, it's not just a once-a-day shower. Sometimes it's 2 or 3 times a day. You gotta moisturize. This is fabulous. It's the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Body Gel Cream. It has hyaluronic acid. This one is specifically formulated for normal to dry skin. And what I love about it is it has, I think there's actually a no scented version or unscented version as well, but it absorbs so quickly into the skin, so you don't have that sticky, gross feeling after you've moisturized and then you have to get dressed and your clothes are sticking. Or at the end of the day, if you shower before you go to bed and then you're sticking to your pajamas and you're sticking to the sheets. It's just one of those feelings that just makes me a little nuts. Anyway, this does not do that. I love it. It's my skin is sensitive and weird, doesn't react to this. I've had it for a while. I've talked about it before, but now that I'm moisturizing a lot more than usual, this is getting a lot of use and I'm very, very, very pleased with it. Let's talk about accessories. I have been really enjoying, can't tell right now, putting my hair up. I've been having fun with just, talking about hot, just putting my hair up in a bun, getting it out of my face, and just kind of changing things up a bit. I have discovered the joys of big headbands. So this one is from Banana Republic, and what I love about it is I'm not particularly talented with hair or securing things to my head. This looks like a fancy knotted silk scarf, but it's actually just a stretchy headband. It has elastic here at the bottom, and I'm not gonna ruin my hair, but you just kind of slip it on, or I'm not gonna demonstrate, like I said, don't wanna mess up my hair, but it's not gonna slide off your head because of the elastic here. And this particular one from Banana Republic comes in a ton of different colors and patterns, not just the red and blue that I picked, one of my favorite color combinations. So really like this. I think it was just recently on sale too. You can get these in a variety of places. It doesn't have to be Banana Republic. I did actually just see some at Walmart, similar concept. But anyway, all different price points if you're into that. And speaking of different price points, let's talk about these earrings. So I did an Amazon earring haul, and there's 2 that I've been wearing more than the other ones, although I've been wearing them all. These pearl earrings, I cannot stop with these. They are so fun. They're so lightweight. I don't know. They go with everything. They're just fun. But the other ones that every time I wear them, I get so many compliments, are these rainbow drops. Now, when I did the video, I think that day they actually sold out, and so the same manufacturer has these in a different shape, same color, but different shape. I did find them back on Amazon, same shape. Let me see if I can hold this up for you. So they're very similar. They're not the exact same ones. I will link to the same manufacturer. If these come back in stock, you can try that one. And I'll link to the ones I just showed that are almost identical. Now, if you want these exact ones, the ones I found on Amazon are just under $15. These exact ones are also found on BaubleBar. They are probably $40, so there's a slight price difference. Pretty sure they're the exact same ones though. So I'll list them both if you just have to have that shape. But every time I wear either one of these out in public, I get stopped and asked where to get them. Now let's talk about some shoes. These have been really fun to wear, very, very comfortable, very versatile. I feel like these are very much a dupe for a lot of the Marc Fisher espadrille wedges we've been seeing, but these I also ordered from Walmart online. They were right around $50, maybe slightly under $50. They do come in other colors besides this kind of nude suede shade, I think black. I can't remember the other ones, but I'll link these below as well. And then I also ordered, as a little present for myself, 2 more pairs of my favorite pointed toe pump the Sam Edelman, I don't know how I have hair in my shoe. The Sam Edelman Hazel Pointed Toe Pump. I got these cork ones. How fun are these? They have little tiny, I don't know if you can see them, little tiny gold flecks in them. So it's like a nude, but a kind of different take on nude with the cork and the gold. And then I also picked them up in this really, I think, really pretty coral suede. So not quite red, more like an orange red. And I've been wearing these quite a lot for the summer too. I think coral is a really fun shade to wear in the summertime. Pairs really well with navy, which leads me to some of my favorite clothing choices. Back to Amazon, I ordered this jumpsuit. I'll pop in a picture over here. You've seen it, I believe, on Instagram, of a jumpsuit that I ordered from Amazon. It has like a crisscross kind of front and then wider legs. They don't taper. Wider legs, and then it has pockets. You all know how I feel about pockets. And I wore this to travel. I wore it to go out to an event. I actually brought it with when we went to Shane's orientation, and it was really comfortable and easy to get in and out of, because even though it's a jumpsuit, it just kind of opens from the front and has the elastic waist, and a drawstring waist, so super easy to get in and out of. Really enjoyed that. And then I really, really, really liked this top from my Caslon dressing room try-on, so much so that obviously I bought it and brought it home. I wore it, actually I brought it with me, also wore it to orientation and washed as well. And I'm wearing it again today with another favorite. They are the white no stain Chico's cropped denim jeans. I guess denim jeans is sort of repetitive, that's the word. Loving the green and the white together. Very fun, springy, summery together. Anyway, I am really in love with this Kelly green color. I have nothing like it in my closet. And definitely the key to wearing, for me, this kind of flowy top is actually not to let it flow, but to tuck it in. I definitely need a little more shape. So tucking it in, wearing it with a belt, really makes this just work a little bit more for me. So I'm really enjoying it. I love the light linen weight to it because, like I've mentioned about a dozen times in this video, it's already super hot. So I love the lightweight linen-y feel and the flowiness, but definitely tucking it in creates the better shape for me. Back to shoes. I want to get the name right. One of you recommended that I try these shoes from Amazon. You said they were super comfortable and just right on trend, and you were 100% right. It was hard to pick a color. That was the hardest thing to choose. And it was Dear Little Oris, who's also a blogger. So shout out to Dear Little Oris. I'll link her Instagram below. And I ended up going, instead of with the solid black, I decided to go with the snakeskin because it just goes with, I think, a little bit more, and it's a little bit more fun. And I ended up, I went with the advice on Amazon and sized up to a whole size. I can go anywhere from 6.5 to 7. I just figured with slides, it's better to have a little more room. And so I went with the size 7. They are actually what I have on my feet right now. I wear them around a lot in the house too. It's good to have house shoes on this time of year if you live in Texas. There was a scorpion about 6 inches from my foot the other day in the house. Glad I had some shoes on. Anyway, they're cushioned on the inside, more cushioned than like my Sam Edelman flats are, and they cost not even remotely anywhere near what the Sam Edelman flats cost, and they look just like them. So definitely check these out. The last piece of clothing I want to talk about is, again, back to the flowy and loose and comfortable, and back to a collaboration that I did. It was one of the dresses from my Walmart haul that I did not too long ago. It's the teal textile dress. It's the maxi dress with the layers on the bottom. And I have a funny story to go along with it. I was running errands and I ran into Neiman Marcus really quickly to go check out some makeup. I was walking around Neiman Marcus wearing my Walmart dress, and I got stopped by no less than 6 people who were shopping there and sales associates asking me where I got that dress. They had to have that dress. And I was like, yeah, I got it at Walmart. The looks on their faces was priceless. Anyway, so really, really love that dress. I think it comes in black too. So I just thought I just got a lot of kick out of that. But I felt really, really elegant and put together. And obviously a few other people felt the same way because they wanted to know where to get the dress. Hope they ordered it and enjoyed it. It's for under $50. Not a bad deal. And then my last favorite is I guess it's a TV show. It's on Amazon Prime. I just finished binge watching Goliath season 1. About halfway through, I still wasn't sure if I liked it or not, but I guess I did because I sat through and watched all 8 episodes with Michael. It's the main character is Billy Bob Thornton, who I think is a kind of a weird guy, but this is a perfect character for him. He plays an attorney in California who's been disgraced, and it's a very funky case he's taking on, and the whole thing is kind of weird. And watching it with an attorney is an interesting twist because Michael had a lot to say about the whole thing. It's not completely legally accurate, but the story definitely sucks you in. So if you have about 8 hours to kill and you want to binge watch something, I highly recommend Goliath if you have Amazon Prime. And I know that this weekend we are probably going to start season 2. So that is it for May favorites. Let me know what was a favorite of yours. June is, there is a lot coming up in June. We have Shane's graduation party. We have Shane's graduation. Jake's coming home for a little bit. Then we're moving Jake and Shane back to Mississippi, both of them, towards the end of the month. Jake is going back for summer school to keep his little brother company while Shane does like a little freshman mini-mester. Michael and I get a trial run at being empty nesters. Jake turns 18. Shane turns 21. Shane turns 18. Jake turns 21. Whatever. They know who I'm talking about. Sometimes I call them Shane, Shake, Jane, Rowdy. They know who I'm referring to when it's important. Anyway, we have Father's Day. We have our anniversary. So much in June. You might not see me for a month. No, I'm just kidding. You will. So please make sure that you are subscribed so you don't miss any of the fun that is coming up in the next month. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.